Hello. Oh, Dankeschön. Hello. Hello, my friends. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Should I leave and come back? No. All right. How are we doing? Let's have fun. Hey.
That's better.
I'm sorry I made you do that. Thank you.
You're not sorry.
I'm not
You
sorry.
should have them say null Punkte.
All right. Here, let's leave the room for the Holy Spirit. Here we go. Am I in the dark? This is great.
I don't think. Yeah.
Excellent. This is how I like it.
So we are going to play a game.
I like games.
This game is called So ist das einfach. It's just that easy.
What is the word?
I'm going to give you a list of 5 words, 5 German words. I'm going to give you the one-to-one translation of those words, and you have to tell me what the actual translation is. They are very simple.
I feel like it's not going to be
Because
very simple.
The thing is, everybody thinks German is such a hard language, but German is a very easy language because if you don't know the word for something, you figure out how to describe it, and that's what the word is. So, for instance, this is an Armbanduhr.
Yes.
Uhr is the German word for
a
clock.
little wrist.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little wrist. German word for clock is Uhr. Armband is armband.
Yeah.
A little clock on an armband is a wristwatch.
I like it.
It's very easy language.
Very easy.
Very easy. So, fangen wir jetzt an. Jetzt geht's los. Here we go. Zauberstab. So, Zauberstab it's an easy one. It's, magic stick?
I need an adult. Is it a wand?
It is a wand.
Hey!
Hey!
I'm glad it wasn't the other thing.
No.
Next.
Okay. Next. Schildkröte. Schildkröte. It's a shield toad.
What?
So think of it like a toad. If it had a shield, what would it be?
Like ribbit toad?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay.
If it had a shield, what
shield,
would it be?
A shield toad. Can I phone a friend?
Yes, you can phone a friend.
What's the answer? Ah, yes. Okay.
Did you get it?
A turtle.
It is a turtle! So when you think of it, right, a toad that would have a big shield, he'd be a turtle. Okay. Okay, next one. Kühlschrank. Cool cabinet. Cool cupboard.
Kühlschrank.
Kühlschrank.
Kühlschrank. Cool cabinet, cool cupboard.
Yeah.
Kühlschrank. This one is harder.
No, this one is super easy. You're overthinking
Kühlschrank.
it.
Cool cabinet.
Yeah. If you open a cabinet,
Okay.
and it's
I
cool
never
or,
think, ooh, cool cabinet.
it's cool or cold inside.
Oh.
It would be
like a refrigerator.
a refrigerator.
Thank you.
See, it's not a hard language.
I like this game is how dumb is the American? It's pretty good. Very dumb is the
Very dumb.
answer. Yeah.
It's not fair because I'm a language nerd, so yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Baumwolle.
Baumwolle.
So this is also an easy one. Tree wool.
Tree wool. Baumwolle. Tree wool. Moss?
No? What would be wool that grows on trees?
Moss.
No. Shorter, small trees. White.
Shorter, small trees.
The wool would be white.
The wool would be white. Cotton?
Yeah. Cotton it is!
Interesting.
Tree wool is cotton.
Tree wool is cotton.
And the
Thank
last one for today, Heizkörper.
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 What is this?
The literal translation is hot body.
Is it Joe?
It's not. It's not.
The
Joe.
translation is Joe.
It's me. Hot body.
Hot body. No pointer.
With my tiny arms.
Say it again.
Heizkörper.
Heizkörper.
Hot body.
Hot body. I mean,
There's
earlier,
one, there's
earlier
one,
it was
there's one.
microwave, and so I want to.
Microwave.
I mean, earlier it was refrigerator, so I want to think microwave, but it's not. Hot body.
Hot body.
Hot body. Is it a
This-
car?
It's not. This is a little bit more difficult. What would be...
A hot body?
Yeah, hot body.
My wife.
Yes! Yay! You'll never get it.
It's not my wife?
Well, it is, but...
Well, yeah, it is. I'll never get it, so
take a
hot
wild guess.
body.
So like a body, like...
That's wait.
that
What
gets hot.
kind of? So it's warm, like you're talking
Yes.
about temperature.
Yes.
Ooh, all right, hot body. It's a body of. It's a bath. I don't know. I'm gonna go with bubble bath.
Close. It was close. It's a radiator.
Oh, of course, yes, a radiator.
Obviously, right? That makes sense.
Well, I said a car. It was car related. I was close.
It's not that kind of radiator.
Shut up. Not a bullseye, but you know,
It was 10 points.
I missed
Same
the board.
punkte.
I missed it completely. Hi,
Bravo,
are you
well
bored
done.
yet?
Yes, they are. I want to know, what do you think, why do you think Twilight resonated so much? Like, it was crazy how popular it was, and still is. Why is that?
Why-
Like, I don't get it, but maybe it's because I'm a cis white male. I don't know. I don't know.
We were wondering, by the way.
Who was wondering? Who's we?
We were talking out there. No, so I think Twilight. I think one of the reasons it resonates. It's really about eternal love, and you know, like a lot of vampire films are much more kind of questioning the idea of immortality or what is good, what is bad. Whereas Twilight really dives into the idea of what that love could be. Like, what is something that really makes you want to live forever, as opposed to, you know, just the selfish nature of immortality. Like, why? Why would you care to live and exist without a partner? And I think a lot of us struggle with that. And even beyond the idea of living with a partner is the idea of loving yourself and how difficult that is. We see it with Edward especially, and then he hates who he is as a vampire. And so he doesn't want to really fully embrace Bella. And I think that's something we can all recognize is it's very difficult to love yourself sometimes. And I struggle with that a lot. And to love oneself is to allow other people to love you as well. And I think that's the most important thing that we can do is love ourselves and allow ourselves to be loved. So if we can take that message away from Twilight, maybe that's what resonates, because that is a generational problem. So love yourself. You're worth it. You are worth it.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Hot body.
Hot body. That's a good hot body answer. Is that something then that you could tell, you know, during filming that it was going to be something that big or not?
When we made the first movie, it was a little movie. It was an independent film. Every major studio passed on making Twilight. Paramount, Fox, you know, like all the big studios at the time. Lionsgate even said no. And then this little company, Summit, said, we want to make this movie. And so they made the movie. We all wanted to do our best, but literally we're vampires playing baseball. We were kind of like...
With a kickin' soundtrack, though.
Well, we didn't have the soundtrack
That's
during
true, that's
filming. And so we were just kind of thinking it was hopefully going to be something that people liked a little bit. And then when the movie came out, it resonated. And there were so many people that flocked to the cinema and saw it. It was hilarious because we became well-known actors, but we were all broke still. And so, like, I had to, you know, borrow money for a suit for the premiere. But then it became, we got to make the next movie and the next, and it was kind of always like you're pinching yourself, like, is this real? And then after the last movie came out, I said, oh, it's gone, people will forget, and now I'm still here talking about it, and it has resonated, and I think it's really cool, man, and I really appreciate that. Me and all my cast, we had a lot of fun making the movies, and thank you so much for enjoying them, and thanks for being here. This is so... I'm a proud nerd, too, y'all, So like,
Oh, you said y'all. You're Texan.
I'm from Texas. Yeah, I'm from Texas, and like I've had so much fun here, and all the staff has been incredible, and like there's so much to do and see. And my team won the axe throwing championship, so like I'm having a great time. Thank you guys so much. This is so much fun for me. I don't know.
Wie immer, wann ihr habt eine Frage für Jackson, einfach Hände hoch und Janine hat die Mikro, kannst du dahin gehen. Aber das ist schon eins da. Nee, hier vorne, oder? Genau. Und dann hier.
Hello, wifey.
Hello, Alice.
Sorry I kept you waiting. Ooh, I have a double answer, which is cheating because I don't like favorites. I'd say my favorite scene, my favorite film was the Twilight because the introduction to all the characters, having fun with it, and then my favorite scene in Twilight was when Edward brings Bella home, and we're all meeting Bella, and everybody's playing nice, and then they get to Jasper, and he's just like. And everybody mistakes that it's Jasper's looking at Bella like she's crazy. And it's literally Jasper's like, Edward, she's like 5 years old. You're 117. What's... You know, but I really liked playing with that scene and having a kind of a moment of levity, a little bit of comedy, and really playing into this idea of how a vampire would meet a human and be like, oh, you're okay, this is interesting. And then Twilight Eclipse, getting to show Jasper's backstory a little bit, I think, was so much fun for me. I wish we would have seen Jasper and Alice meeting, because to me that's Jasper's story is, you know, it's not about the war, it's about redemption. It's about finding somebody who saw something good in him that he didn't see, and he's always working on righting the wrongs of his past, and that she was there to help him and let him know that he's loved and he is a good person, or a vampire. But yeah, that was cool. Thank you. Thanks, Alice. Thanks for saving me.
What was your favorite scene?
You like the dancing at the wedding? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I grew up in Texas. I used to swing dance. And so, like, yeah, I know. It's weird. No joke.
It's not weird.
And, but I love it. Perfect. I love swing dancing. And so whenever we were doing the dance, we had a choreographer, and he was like, well, what kind of dance do you like? And I was like, well, I choreographed my own wedding dance, which is true. And so we did a little swing dance maneuver and having her flip in it. And it was so much fun. Ashley was like, really? You do this? And I'm like, it's like, we're on the last movie. And she's like, I'm just learning something new about you. I hide my dancing. Because I'm from Texas. My dad was like, what? You dance?
That's not a two-step.
That's not what we do, boy.
We don't do that here. Propane and propane accessories.
Legitimately, that was my childhood. It's like, God damn it, Jackson. What do you mean you want to be an actor? Oh, my God, we upset the baby.
We did. Thank you.
Oh,
we had one of the Vikings had a question here.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know. Yes, no?
Oh, it's a Volturi.
A Volturi. A mushroom. Oh. Hi.
Battle scars. So it's funny, if you notice, I speak out of the left side of my mouth more often, and like I kind of have a side smile. There's a story behind that. So in Texas, I know this is, in Texas, we shoot guns for fun. Not at people, but at targets.
It depends.
Well, it depends. Yeah, let's not go into that. I got my first shotgun when I was 12 years old. I was out doing target practice when I was 15 with a unique antique shotgun. and it had a piece on the back of it on the hilt, like right here. It goes up into your shoulder. And as I shot it for the first time, the gun blew back and it hit me in the cheek, and it broke my jaw here. And so I could only talk like this for a long time. And so when I get a little nervous, I kind of go back to this, where I talk like kind of like out the side of my mouth. And that's why I think as Jasper's nervous explaining his past to Bella, she asks about the most sensitive thing to him, which is his scars. And so I legitimately, as Jackson playing the character, got nervous, and I think that's what happened. I gotta go, well, battle scars. And I mumbled it through that kind of lens. But I think it's one of those moments, too, where you need to be proud of your battle scars, and we all have them, and we all have, some visible, and we have some invisible. And I think to own those is a beautiful thing we can do in life. It's like loving yourself. Oh, cheers. See? Full smile. Yay.
Thank you. Was it a breech loader, or what was it? You said antique.
It was a double barrel breech, and
side by side or top and bottom?
This guy, what the fuck?
I'm a Dorfkind. I
side
grew
by
up in a
side.
small town.
So what happened is on the hilt there's like a nice engraving, like it's really beautiful antique shotgun my grandmother owned, and so we cleaned it up and just I had it up tucked into me right here, and the hilt came up, and I didn't think about it. Just went,
pop right in the. Wow.
And I was shooting with my dad, and he's like, "Don't be a." Keep going.
Rub,
I'm like,
rub some dirt on it.
Okay, Dad. I think I broke my jaw. He's like, no, you didn't. Shut up.
Gonna make
God
you some
damn it,
oatmeal.
Jackson. You're ruining this whole trip. He'll never watch this. It's fine.
No, he won't. We'll send it to him directly.
This is my therapy session. I like it.
Go ahead. Yes. On the table. You guys got on the table.
That's what I do over there. No one's. I get up on the table.
Sorry,
I'm like,
I'm teasing. I'm sorry.
ask me questions. Yes, my darling. I'm doing this for the. Oh, that's a video. Okay. Now there's documentation of this.
Boom. It was all a big setup. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I did an episode of Criminal Minds, and spoiler alert, I played a character with DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. And this character in particular was named Adam, and his alternate was named Amanda. And Amanda was there to protect Adam from a lot of childhood abuse that he had suffered. And it was a very difficult character to play. But as someone who's like, I love acting, I love what I get to do, and to really showcase these characters and the differences between them as one person and shifting between them, I really wanted to showcase it as much of a physical transformation as much as possible. So with Adam, he was protected, he was wounded, he was hurt, and so he kind of hunched over and he would kind of talk up at people, and then when Amanda would come out, the shoulders would come back and the head would come up, and she'd talk down to people. And then all my family is from Louisiana, and so I used my mother's accent. She was very mad that I used her accent for that character. She called me, she's like, "Why would you do that?
That's not what we sound like at Shreveport."
I was like, "Oh, sorry, Mom. It's not you, I promise." And she's not going to watch this. That's fine.
I'm never taking you to Waffle House again. We're just up here doing inside jokes the whole time.
Oh, my God.
We have time for one more question from the audience. I am so glad the mushroom is asking a question. So we could say, the mushroom, go ahead.
This mushroom.
Thank you. Oh, him, sorry. Good.
I love this question. It's a great question. And I think the best advice I can give you, which is I have to remind myself, anything you're trying to accomplish in life, you tend to look at it as a whole or nothing. And that's our minds have to change. It's you look at what you want to achieve and you start breaking ground. When you want to build a house, you don't start by what color you're going to paint the walls. You say, where am I going to build this home? You have to dig into the ground. You have to find the stone. You have to lay your foundation. That's hard. It takes time. So give yourself the same time. Just because you want to love yourself, and it's not an overnight thing. It's anything we do. You want to learn archery. You want to throw axes. You want to become an actor or a singer or a musician. It takes time. It takes repetition. And such is loving yourself. And allowing yourself to have mistakes, allowing for yourself to understand that it does take time, that you have to pour the concrete, and you have to let the concrete have time to set. And then you can build your frame. And then you can build the walls. And then after a long time, you can begin to paint the house. It takes time, so allow yourself that time. And know that everything you do, every little step, is for a bigger goal. Just, it's a journey, but you're on it, and that's important. All right?
I think that's a very poignant place to stop for today.
Oh, see, it's therapy. I like
therapy.
it.
Therapy session.
This is a love thing.
Jackson, thank you for taking the time to chat with us today.
Hey, thanks, Joe.
Congratulations again on the win. I say it begrudgingly.
I know.
Bastard.
He's talking about the axe throwing.
yeah.
He was in the competition.
Yeah.
No,
Wasn't last. Wasn't last.
You weren't last.
I
You were
wasn't,
good.
no.
You did really good, though.
Do better maybe with bow shooting. I don't know.
Well, my team was pretty
You had
on
a-
point.
you had a pretty
I had
awesome team.
I had
a great
some
team.
ringers on my
It's
team.
not fair.
Yeah, Anna, Natalie, where are you? Are you here?
No.
No.
They abandoned you.
They left.
They're like, we got
They're
our
like,
prize.
we won.
We're
We're
out
out.
here.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah.
Can we do more of this?
We can do more of this tomorrow.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to be here tomorrow. Anybody else coming back tomorrow? Anybody? Yeah, a few of you? All right, we'll come say
Fantastic.
hi. We're all hanging out.
Come I say tie.
And if you're not here tomorrow, thank you very much for coming today. It's lovely to see you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jackson Rathbone, ladies and gentlemen.